me feeling like I'm academics.
Let me hit a few quick topics real quick. I do have to catch a flight, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. All right, Lil Baby. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm rooting for Thug and Lil Baby, but both of these niggas, man, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna give them one. It's a one-time offer. Y'all both pay me $250,000 each, man. I'll get y'all both back hot. I ain't gonna cap with you, cause it's like I'm watching both men just not understand, and this is the saddest part of what I've always seen with entertainers. A lot of these guys luck up into really good marketing and aura, because when they're not in a privileged position, they cannot figure out the source of how to get back to that same level. What am I talking about? I feel Thug is trying everything, trying to get back super lit. I don't think he's found it yet. Who I also think is trying everything is Lil Baby. Lil Baby realizes this might be the last hurrah. If this shit don't work, people just gonna keep calling him or clowning him as a has-been for as long as he damn lives. Lil Baby dropped a new song. And in this song, he seemingly is taking aim at a few people, okay? I'll read some of the lyrics. Niggas be low-key, depressed, while it look like I'm at my best. They know they don't want to beef with me. The owners want to meet with me. Bad bitch, 12-hour flight to come sleep with me. She like, cause I'm a real street nigga. All I'm saying is, when it pop, just keep it in the street, nigga. Make a rapper take off his clothes. That boy a male stripper try to speak on me to throw it off. These niggas still snitching. This little button on the back will show a nigga how to switch it up. Push up on him at the gym. I hope niggas doing they push-ups. For a fact, you niggas is hoes. All right, cool. Now, the relevant part of this like, you know, really long verse is a part where he says, let me see if I can get to it. Oh, here. He says, all I'm saying is that when it pop, keep it in the street, nigga. Make a rapper take off his clothes. That boy a male stripper. Now, people are believing that he's actually dissing Offset. Now, if you don't know the whole folklore or this tale that people tell a lot, we see someone like Offset. So there's this grainy footage that Offset was supposedly beat up by Lil Baby 4PF crew. Let me give you the details in the T, and I don't know if any of this is true, but I'll tell you what I've heard. So Lil Baby was trying to stop his crew from going in the pockets of... Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, Lil Baby was preventing his crew, the 4PF crew, from going in the pockets of Offset. Why were they trying to do that? Now, apparently, 42 Doug had gotten finessed or something like that at a dice game that they were playing inside. And it's one of those situations where when it comes to wait, what am I saying? It's one of those situations where, okay, Offset has never really acknowledged it, but a lot of people have heard about it, and people feel like Lil Baby's trying to get hot by kind of like making it extra hot now that he did that. So he's kind of also poking fun at Offset, and Offset basically is trying to let this pass over, because the whole story goes, Offset was gambling with 42 Doug. 42 Doug used to be a part of like whatever, like kind of 4PF or 4PF adjacent. Essentially, while trying to do whatever he was doing with 42 Doug. 42 Doug felt like he was finessed. He lets the 4PF guys know. They get into Offset. Some of the guys rush Offset, and they were almost trying to like kidnap him or like, you know, punk him and like put him, or they ran him into a car while he was like completely like either nude or like they're calling it stripping him down. But people claim that this is for Offset. I don't know. if you listen to this parking lot video, which came out at the time, they're claiming that Offset, I don't know if he runs past the screen, but you could hear almost him pleading with 4PF not to hurt him. Yeah, and there's a bunch of stuff happening. Now, I will say, in this video, supposedly in this video, you will see Lil Baby actually come out, and he confronts his crew, and he's telling them, break it up. He's like, yo, leave that man alone. Don't do nothing. And some people thought that was him being smart because, yo, he's at the end of the day, he's on tour with this guy. And if somebody feels a certain type of way, it could, it could fuck it up. And at the time, I believe Baby and Offset was they were on tour.
They doing it. They riding me. They're taking these seats.
Now, they claim that this was Lil Baby here, and apparently if you listen to the audio real good, you'll hear Lil Baby shouting at his homies saying, don't do that. Like, don't, basically trying to tell him, like, they shouldn't violate.
They're doing it. They riding me. They're taking these seats. Wow.
Now, this is Baby right here that they're claiming that he's trying to tell him to back the fuck up off of Offset. None of this is confirmed, by the way, but this is just a long-standing rumor, and I think the song made people think that, oh no, this is actually true. Now, watch. I think this is Baby right here.
The Baby. The Baby.
So that's Lil Baby screaming at his niggas saying, what the fuck are y'all doing?
The Baby. The Baby. The Baby. The Baby. The Baby.
So he's basically telling like his homies, like, yo, what are y'all doing? Y'all are like attacking this guy and y'all about to do some crazy shit. Like, we're on the same label, we're on tour. Like, what the fuck?
The Baby. The Baby. The Baby.
Interesting. Someone said, pay attention. Y'all gonna see his shoes flying. You're gonna see Lil Baby asking them niggas, what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all niggas is stripping. Then jump in the Lambo and pull off. They keep saying, don't shoot, don't bust them. So some people are feeling like there were gunplay involved, which I actually have no idea about, but, wow. So people think that Baby's dissing Offset. Now, Offset, he's been going through a lot of stuff with Cardi B. It looked like he's always, like, ignored. He's ignored Baby, but maybe this is something that's going to, like, almost force him to respond in some type of way. Maybe not. I don't know. Has Offset even said anything?
You don't need to post, Vic. You don't need to post.
One. Let go. Let go. Knock your head off, Sid. 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 Yeah, knock your head off, Sid. Knock your head off.
So this is the old video, but it looked like, most of these issues came from gambling.
Knock your head off. Knock your head.
You don't need to post, Vic. You don't need to post.
One.
And people be saying that.
So at some point they were cool.
The rap game can get competitive. Just because you're signed to the same label as another artist, or you move in the same social circles, doesn't mean that you're automatically gonna be cool. Everybody wants to be the biggest artist in the world, and when another rapper comes along and steals your shine, things can get heated. The most recent rap beef to make headlines is none other than the feud between Lil Baby's 4PF crew and the Migos. Let's take a look at what we know about the beef between these two groups. Both Migos and Lil Baby are signed to Quality Control Records, also known as just QC. QC was founded in March 2013 by Kevin Lee, also known as Coach K, and Pierre Thomas, or just P. Both men are respected names in Atlanta hip-hop and have close ties to Gucci Mane and other famous drill rappers from the city. Other artists signed to the label include Lil Yachty, The City Girls, Duke Deuce, and many more. Plus, Cardi B is signed to a management deal through QC, so the label has a small yet exclusive roster that includes some of the biggest names in hip-hop. The Migos were one of the first acts to sign to the label, and for a long time, they were running the show. Migos were originally part of the 1017 family, and Gucci was one of the first rappers in the industry to give him a cosign. But after he went to prison,
Gucci Mane into court, he wore handcuffs on his way out. A judge revoked a year of probation, sending the rapper straight to the Fulton County Jail.
Coach K and P stepped in to take the Migos under their wing. They released their debut single Versace under the label, which was followed up with a remix by Drake, and ever since then, the group has been dominating the charts. For a long time, the Migos were the stars of the label. With hit records like Bad and Bougie, Fight Night, Look at My Dab, and Motorsport, the Migos were on fire while Baby is from the Jones just says, yeah.
Did you hear the record I'm talking about?
Although, any public beef between Baby and the Migos, they just seem to move in their own separate ways. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, Lil Baby said that he and the Migos didn't have a relationship like that. He didn't say there was any beef, but they just did their own thing musically. Then, in March 2020, rumors started going around that Offset had been jumped by Lil Baby's 4PF goons outside the release party for his album My Turn. Witnesses who were allegedly at the party said they saw Offset get jumped, robbed, and stripped down to his boxers. A video also came out that supposedly showed the fight go down, although it's filmed from a car parked far from the action on the other side of a fence. The video does show some kind of altercation, and you can just barely hear Offset's name and other threats being made, but it's far from solid evidence. Several rumors were floating around as to why Offset and Baby may have had problems. One theory was that Offset ended up getting into it with some people, which resulted in Lil Baby almost getting robbed, even though he wasn't involved in the situation. Another theory was that Offset owed someone in Baby's camp 50 racks, but refused to pay, so they beat him up. Both Lil Baby and Offset denied this rumor. When the blog reported the story, Baby commented on the post, saying it's all cap. He also posted a slide to his Instagram story with the caption, "Stop spreading fake news, that's fake, please." Offset also posted a video on Instagram showing his face to flex that he didn't get scratched up. We're not really sure what to make of the whole thing, but the fact that neither side wants to talk about it is just kinda weird. The rumors died down after a while because it was the word of some random fans on the internet against the two people who were allegedly involved. So, even with the videos as evidence, it isn't much of a beef if both rappers deny they have problems. But fans also noticed that Offset had unfollowed both Lil Baby and P on social media, suggesting that maybe there was more going on behind the scenes than fans knew. Later that year, the Migos shocked the rap community when they filed a lawsuit against QC for allegedly stealing millions of dollars from them. They actually sued their former attorney, Dame, so he was clearly referencing his label mates. Since they are rumored to already have beef, the post led fans to believe that another altercation had happened between the two crews. There wasn't much context to it, and this time, there weren't any witnesses to report what happened. But as more clues come to light, the more it seems like the beef between Baby and Migos is real and not just drama made up by fans. None of the rappers involved have addressed the Baby. He isn't all that specific, so he could be talking about Lil Baby or any other rapper he came up with who started.
All right. So, I mean, look like something happened. I think Baby is making more direct references. I ain't gonna lie. And I think this is one of his best songs in a while. I think Baby's taking my advice. Bro, you either gotta rap about some shit. I get it. Yo, Fonnie Willis got Baby scared to make music about killing niggas. Yo, Baby, newsflash. You might have to risk your freedom to get back hot, bro. Okay, we don't want to hear about you tricking. That shit is not popping. Again, niggas like Youngboy do it all the time. They risk their freedom by Youngboy still on every track talking about he got 7 bodies. You know what I mean? Youngboy do not give a fuck. Youngboy done got locked up. We ain't even ever seen Lil Baby in jail. Like, and I'm not saying we want you to go to jail. The point is that it looked like Lil Baby shook because of Fonnie Willis And then the other niggas that's in hip hop, they gonna give us, or they're giving people what they want despite all that other shit. And I think that's where it kind of looks a little bit odd, you know? But I do think the song's dope. I like it. But is this a song to like kind of take Baby back to that run that we're used to him on? I don't know.
They're acting extra after they got some clout. One thing's for sure, even if there is smoke, neither side will likely admit it. They may send sneak disses here and there or avoid promoting each other's albums, but they're on the same label at the end of the day, and that kind of attention can only be bad for business.
Yeah, anyway. So, no, I'm keeping it a bean with you. Yo, I think Baby's music really not hitting, but that nigga ain't talking about nothing. That nigga got scared of Fonnie Willis. That's why I like the song. At least that nigga talking about a real beef. I know he dissing Offset. Offset's my man. I like Offset. But like, yo, bruh, like, the reason why YoungBoy be winning, yo, YoungBoy don't give a fuck about no arrests, no charges, no nothing, nigga. He gonna tell you like, yo, we gonna lay your head on a fucking pillow if you creep up on it. He gonna tell you the truth. YoungBoy be rapping, his shit be seeming so much like reality is like, it's scary. Fonnie Willis made Lil Baby a Neiman Marcus rapper. Like, he's a Sax Fifth nigga. All he could rap about is designer shit. Yo, if he want to get back popping, you gotta start popping your shit. You gotta let niggas know. Wasn't 4PF robbing and beating everybody up? I heard that was like a killer goon squad. I know you're not claiming them no more. You changed it to CBFW some shit. But nigga, you gotta rap about the crime they used to do, gang. You gotta stand on it. That's what fans be wanting to know. We want to know the tea. Who y'all robbed? Who y'all shot? Sneak this and do something. I'm sorry. And this is why I like this song. Because is it ironic? The first song from Baby I've liked in 2 years, he's basically sneak dissing 3 niggas. It's not the other boy. It's the other boy and the other boy. You know what I mean? Yo, it is what it is. When Fonnie Willis gets y'all too scared to come outside and play, it's not fun. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay? All right. Now, Offset, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is about the third time this nigga has mentioned that he stripped you down. Like, everybody heard the story that you ran into a Rolls Royce. Like, you a gangster, so I can't even believe this shit happened. But could you please address this shit publicly, bro? This is looking a little crazy, Offset. Offset, this is looking a little crazy, bro. This is starting to look a little crazy. All right. Chat, I ain't gonna lie. I got one more topic, man. I got a skedaddle, man. I got a flight. I'm dipping out of here in an hour and a half, and I ain't packed. Also, I seen shout out to my man on Friday. He said, "Am I dodging the Drake topic with him getting pissed on?" No. Or Leslie getting pissed on? No. I'm gonna be with Aiden, so we could do that together. I think maybe I could even get Aiden. You know, we'll just call Drake or some shit. Ask him. I want to ask Drake if he got pissed on. Give me one more goddamn topic, and I'm definitely the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. We're going to Miami for a stream. We're going to Miami for it's a stream with what do you call it again? It's a stream with Cardi. Not necessarily Cardi, but whatever. Yo, chat. I want to watch this thing online, but they my mans, bro. I can't watch it, bro. Y'all seen all that shit with Akash? I can't watch it. That's my man's, so I can't watch that shit on stream, bro. These are my mans. Fuck.